Hello students. Electricity is one of those discoveries that have changed the daily life of everybody on the earth. As we just have to simply switch on a circuit to operate electric generators, water motors, washing machines, or any other electrical appliances. So, you can see how powerful the electricity is, as switching on causes such heavy electrical appliances to start working. Now, have you ever given it a thought that on simply pressing a switch, how does the bulb glow? What exactly happens between the switch and the bulb that causes the glowing of bulb? Well, switch and bulb are connected to each other by connecting wires, which are not visible to you because the network of wires are present inside conduit pipes fitted inside the wall. Such wiring system is called concealed wiring. Now, what causes the glowing of bulb? Well, it is the flow of electric current through the bulb that causes it to glow. But let's not go into that much complex detail because I want you to understand this concept in a simple language, the language which you are familiar with. So, what is electric current? Well, you often hear this word in your daily life, but what does it exactly mean? So students, the literal meaning of current is flow of something, as you would have heard in case of water current, where water current is nothing but the flow of water. And to see it, let's visit Kerala, as Kerala is famous for its beautiful beaches and waterfalls. This one is the most beautiful waterfall of Kerala, known as Chiapara Waterfalls. And if I ask you what causes the water to flow from one end to another, or in other words, what creates this water current? You yourself can observe that it is the difference in the altitude that creates this water flow or current. And due to this difference, water flows from high altitude to low altitude, or you can say from higher level to lower level. So, this is how the water current is formed. Now, as you have observed that for water to flow, difference in level or altitude is required. Similarly, for the flow of electric current, difference between the values of some physical quantity must be responsible. And what would be that physical quantity? Any idea? Well, for the flow of electric current, there should be difference in voltage. This difference in voltage appears across the electric gadget. Now, question arises, what is voltage? So students, voltage is nothing but a driving force that causes the electric charge to move through a wire from higher energy level to lower energy level. And to understand this concept, let's have the example of garden waterfall. We have studied that water flows from high altitude to low altitude. And garden waterfall has a reservoir at lower level, from which the water is drawn and to which the water returns, thus creating a closed circuit. Now, once the top tank is empty, water won't flow back upwards on its own, because water does not flow from an area of lower altitude to higher altitude. So, to solve this problem, a water carrying pipe is connected between lower reservoir and upper overflow tank. But water from reservoir won't flow upwards on its own. Now, what should we do to keep our garden waterfall continuously flowing? Well, for this, we need something that makes water move to the upper tank. And this brings us the need of a water pump. Now, if we connect a water pump over here, then pump will provide energy to drive the system by taking the water from the water reservoir, having less energy, and pumping it to the upper tank, having more energy. So what actually the water pump is doing over here? Yes, it is drawing water from the reservoir and delivering it to the overflow tank. thus providing the pressure difference for the water to flow. And as water reaches the upper overflow tank, then due to the difference in altitudes, water flows down towards the lower reservoir. So, this is how the continuous flow of water is maintained in the garden waterfall.